everyone. So I have a traveler's notebook insert spread for you today. I am using one of the watercolor inserts from Beth's shop, which is fast becoming my art journal. Pretty much that's its purpose. And I'm going to play with some distress inks today and some products from a lovely company called Columbus Road Prints that is also on Etsy. And they create these lovely traveler's notebook stickers and kits, and they're really cute. So this has a coordinating blog post. Just so you know, we're doing a blog hop where you can win an exclusive insert from Beth's shop, so you might want to check my blog out for that. So what I'm using here is a Distress Ink vintage photo re-inker, and we're going to have a lot of fun with this. So I just used the little eyedropper that comes in the re-inker, and I put a ton of drips down my insert. So we are going to be using all distress products today. So I'm going to start with some ink. Now, I started with that re-inker for a very specific purpose. If you know anything about distress products, you know that they react to water and they don't dry right away. So the entire time that I'm doing this particular insert spread, those drips from the re-inker are still a little bit wet, and they're going to react to all the layers that I'm going to put on top of this. And so when this is finished, this becomes an incredibly well integrated traveler's notebook spread. I love how this turns out. So I'm just using a baby wipe on this stencil. That stencil is a circle stencil from Vicki Boutin, and look at that lovely, lovely, that's what I did with the rest of the ink, and you're going to see that again. So I wanted to stamp a little bit, and I had gone through my stamps, and I just pulled out a couple that had cute coffee sayings, and I'm using my stamp press, which I love, 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 and I'm going to use it just to grab and stamp down some of the stamps, and they don't have to be perfect, and I'm not going to make them. They're really just part of the layers that are going to go onto the background of my page. This, in case you're wondering, is an old Stampin' Up! Stamp ink pad. So this isn't Distress. It's called Chocolate Chip, I think. Yes. And it's just, and I mean, when I say old, I mean, yeah, really pretty old. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of stamp. Some of the stamps I'm going to do twice so I get a clean, crisp stamp. Some of them I'm just kind of doing like the off stamp or ghost stamping, so it's just a little bit of stamping. And yeah, I'm just going to go through, flip out the stamps, use different ones. The last one I'm going to add to this is this rubber stamp, which is from my Sentiments stamp set. Yes. And it has this cute little saying about coffee, and it has this lovely kind of scalloped edge. And again, I'm not looking for perfect stamping here. I just want to get some more layers into my background. So now I'm going to play with the products I received from the Columbus Road Prints. So I got a traveler's notebook sheet of stickers and this lovely card that says Hello Gorgeous, and they're very coffee themed. And I'm just going now to stick and stamp, and I went ahead and printed a photo of some coffee cups. Not, you know, to tell a story about them or anything like that, but just because I wanted to. And I just printed it on my zinc printer, my Polaroid zinc. It's the Polaroid zip printer. It's called zip printer, and it uses that zinc paper. And now I'm going to use, remember this piece of cardstock that I had put the extra distress ink on with the baby wipe? I'm going to go ahead and map my photo with that cardstock. And then there's still a little more left, and I kept it because I really like that. I really like what it did there. It was pretty cool. And I think it would be fun to use on another page later on. So I have my photo, and now I'm just going to add some vintage photo distress ink on it. So when the distress ink that I put through the stencil, I don't think I mentioned which one it was. It's called, has something to do with twigs or branches. Anyway, it's a brown color. It's it has something to do with twigs, but I don't remember what the name of it is exactly. So I'm just going to go through, and I use this entire sheet of stickers, And my Distress, the re-inker drips, they are still tacky. They're still a little wet, and that's okay because we're not done yet. But now is the time where I want to layer these stamps and add them all around my layout. I pretty much focus them onto 3 different areas where that Hello Gorgeous is, where this one sticker that kind of looks like a painting, it has a stamp, like a stamp edge to it. And then I have these little stickers and just all kinds of different things. And I'm really just finding spots for them and plunking them down. If you ever watch Inky Quill, you know how she says she's like stick and plunk. She'll be like, I'm just sticking and plunking. And that's all I was doing for this layout. I'm just enjoying sticking and plunking stickers. So now that I have the stickers where I decide that I really, really, really want some more texture. I want something fabric-y or just something cool. So I went to my little basket and I grabbed this chocolatey brown, it's like a burlap ribbon or jute ribbon, or a jute cord. It's got like a frayed kind of look to it. It's not like thread. I think it's called burlap string maybe. Anyway, I am just going to go ahead and flip them around my finger, staple them up, and tuck them in, and here comes the fun part. So this is Seedless Preserves Distress ink, and I am going to go over, it's Distress Oxide ink, and I'm going to pretty much go over every bit of this 2-page spread that is white with this oxide ink. It's Seedless Preserves, and remember that the vintage photo is still wet. That Distress re-inker is still wet. And this is the part where like magic happens. Like suddenly everything is going together. Everything's blending together. And it all adding that that last little layer of that Seedless Preserves just bumped this entire art journal process up to like awesome. Awesome, right? Awesome. So now I'm spritzing some water into my hand, which is another really, because I want that oxide ink to do its cool thing. I'm going to blot it off, and that will complete this Traveler's Notebook spread. Please be sure to check out my blog. You can find a link to that below where you can go ahead and hop through all of the pages and see everybody's fabulous, fabulous layouts. There's a little fun little game that we're playing, and we're giving away an insert, so I hope you will check it out. Talk to you soon. Bye.